Welcome to Podcast of the Wicked. I am Bill.
And I'm Metal Rose, and this is...
I'm Dave.
And we're glad to be back with y'all guys after a little bit of a hiatus here. But we got some good news for everybody, for those who do not know. And so, since Rose knows a little bit more than I do, I'll let her fill y'all guys in.
So, if you guys remember, if some of you watched it, it's still on my page, on my YouTube page, at Rosebud1313, but I went over the lawsuit that Jon Schaffer and others from J6 were facing, and now that lawsuit has been dropped without prejudice. Somebody, I think his name's David Romero, he's the one that did the podcast of the Wicked Logos, actually mentioned that without prejudice means that they could still try to file another lawsuit, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's over finally, and I think we could probably celebrate, and hopefully Jon can get back to doing what he does best.
Awesome.
So, yeah, really awesome stuff. And I wonder what that's going to mean for Iced Earth moving forward, or Jon Schaffer and other music projects moving forward, Demons and Wizards, Sons of Liberty, or maybe something new.
Anything
At all.
I'll take anything.
I'll take another spoken word album.
You could do an album. You could do an album of nursery rhymes, and I would be happy.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
And it would still be
at this point.
Right.
Here's the thing. Like, now with this, I mean, I'm not saying that this stuff hasn't, hurt Jon financially altogether, but with this lawsuit being dropped now, I really see it being a great thing for him financially and in other, in other aspects too. And I think that would give him to free him up to put out an album or an EP or something, even if he has to, do it independently or whatever. I think that would give him the opportunity and the means to be able to do it. And, he could come out and do something like he did with Matt Barlow, like another, Schaffer Barlow project or Schaffer somebody project, and just do something and kind of ease his way back into it and go from there. So hopefully we'll get something soon.
As long as it's something,
Yeah. Prayers for Jon, and hopefully he can start getting back to his normal life. Luckily, that criminal situation had been dropped. He had been pardoned, and he had but prior to that, he had only been on probation, so he was sort of getting back to his life. But now I think he can fully do it, and
let's hope.
Yeah,
yep. It'd be cool.
Really awesome.
So I just kind of wanted to let everybody know. So last time we done this, I hope everybody got a chance to see the video that we did with Brett and Eric. And I wanted to let everybody know that the reason why that video was kind of uploaded late, because we had filmed it, I think, on a Thursday night, and it wound up being like several days later before it got uploaded. I had gone through a personal tragedy at the time, and it took me a while to sort of just kind of get my bearings back about me. But I wanted to say to everybody who reached out and everything, thank you. I appreciate that. Much love to everybody. Thank you for being there for me, and thank you, Rose, for that little intro that you put into the video there for me. I really appreciate that. And I wanted to say, during that time, even though I wasn't fully here to do a lot of things I wanted to do, I actually watched this podcast, and now I can't think of the name of it, but these guys were talking about, could Jon make a comeback and everything. And it was a really interesting podcast. And they were talking about how 90% of his fan base is all European. And
yeah.
Because they're over there, they're
that's Tony Webster. That's Tony Webster. Yeah. His podcast is the Metal Command Show. Just a side note.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have such
That was it. I couldn't think. I knew it was metal something, but I couldn't think of the name of it at the time. But anyway, because I hate to say this, but a lot of the European countries are like really liberal over there. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of wondering if one of those things, if like with all of this, is really how bad is that going to hurt him, like over in the markets over there and everything. So we'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully, I look at it like this right here. I think there's more people out there more forgiving than people really realize. And when it comes to stuff like that, I think people are. I think they'll give him another chance. I really do.
I think so. If they check out the lawsuit, especially, I mean, if they could check out the criminal transcripts, but if they check out the lawsuit transcripts or our readings of them, and the criminal, they would actually realize he didn't do very much when he was there. They really need to do the research because the media is not going to do it for you. If they're interested in, he seems like with his statement, that the statement that he gave out when he basically apologized for his actions at the court date, the criminal court date. He basically was like, you know what? I lost those fans. That's it. He didn't beg for anybody to come back or anything. And I'm not begging for anybody to come back either, but if you are interested and you're watching this, you should check out the criminal and lawsuit transcripts because it really clearly tells you what happened that day with Jon in particular, especially the lawsuit, because if you read through it, it's like he's like in a paragraph where he yelled at cops and that's it. So
it's far from the worst thing any musician has ever done.
It is.
There's musicians out there that
I know, right?
Far worse and still have fan base. So,
isn't that Tim Lambesis still like in more trouble again? Like,
I wasn't going to name any names, but yeah,
I'll name names. I don't care. Vince Neil.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then you think about all those guys in Motley Crue. I don't know about Nikki Sixx or Mick Mars, but you know that Tommy Lee was like beating his wives and everything. Like, I'm not laughing about it. It's terrible, but it's like, okay, so we can forgive domestic violence people. No, I'm not going to bring in like names, but there are, if you look into the Beatles, there's at least one Beatle that was like punching his wife in the face. I love the Beatles too. I'm not getting, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, if you read about it, like Ringo, for instance, I will name names. Ringo, for instance, the wife that he's with now, they used to get drunk and beat the crap out of each other. They're still together, but they figured it out. They got sober, but people literally do terrible things. And what Jon did was nothing like that.
They're people.
I know, right?
Far from perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he supposed to live with, a mistake for the rest of his life? At what point can he move on and get back to doing what he does best?
Yeah.
Even when you murder somebody, even after you serve your sentence, they still let you at least try and reform a normal life.
Yep. Like Vince Neil.
Oh, yeah.
Vehicular homicide is no joke.
Yeah.
And that's actually like a choice that you make, like getting behind a wheel, like drunk
and stuff.
And really, Jon, I don't know if Jon knew what he was getting himself into, but if anybody wants to read the transcripts, they'll see that he acted alone.
Brief cameo of Rusty the Cat.
Rusty Catty. He seems to come around every time we talk about Jon.
Oh, nice.
He's had enough. He's like, okay.
That's right. Enough of camera time for me.
Yeah. Well, his tail still wants to be in the camera.
But yeah, that was good news to hear for sure.
It was my birthday's tomorrow, March 3rd, and so it was like a good birthday gift too. I was out for my birthday when I got the news, so it was like ecstatic.
Sweet. Oh yeah.
So I wonder what everybody else's opinions are. Are you guys excited about a Jon Schaffer comeback possibly? Are you excited that he might be actually coming out to talk to us soon? Comment below. Let us know what you're looking forward to the most when it comes to Jon.
If I was to bet anything, I would bet that the next thing we get would be another Sons of Liberty album. Or a single.
Maybe.
On the other hand,
or maybe
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Now I was going to say not that I don't disagree with you, but maybe it's one of those things politically right now. It might be something he might just want to stay away from.
That's a good point. You know? Maybe he'll just go in another direction. Maybe he's had enough of it.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't want to be so defiant this time. Like, not that I don't think he should be, but or maybe he'll do Demons and Wizards. That's my guess. My guess is that he would do Demons and Wizards because Hansi mentioned he should be forgiven, and all of those.
I'd be all for that.
All of those. All of that merchandise just like popped up on the website like right after Hansi said that stuff. So that I think that might be a possibility, especially because I'm not sure if he's going to tour or anything. So maybe it would just be more of like a recording project. I'm not sure what he would be up for. Now, Jim Florentine, that comedian that does that metal show and does his own thing. When I was talking to him, I'm like, I don't know if Jon's ever going to tour again or anything. He goes, he has to. Yeah. He has to tour. Why not? Who cares? He has to.
You know something? I know just out of this is off the topic for a second, but speaking of Jim Florentine or whatever, right? I know that show costs money to make. I get that. But I would love to see them bring that back, and if they didn't do nothing, put it on YouTube.
They came back. It's been a little, I guess they're trying to figure out what they want to do with it. But they have a new show, and you could go on YouTube and check it out. It's called That Rocks.
Oh, okay.
And it's Eddie Trunk, Don Jameson, and Jim Florentine, and what they were saying is that it's just not as much fun because they don't have like a live audience. They still want to try to figure that out. But they did a lot of cool stuff. They interviewed people on like the rock cruise. I think it was like the Def Leppard rock cruise, maybe. I know maybe one of the other ones. I know they had Glenn Hughes that they did. They did Marty Friedman. They did a couple of other people, but yeah, that they have a new show, but I don't know when the last time they posted was. So.
Yeah.
It's hard to follow that one for some reason, even though I have the notifications. That rocks.
And there was one other thing I wanted to mention right quick too. For those people who are interested in picking up Tribute to the Gods and Ancient Corion, and I think there was another one. I know they're available on that one website, but they're also available to pre-order now on Amazon.
Are they?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. For those people that may not want to go to those websites or whatever it is, I was actually looking yesterday, I think it was.
Okay. Yep. Let's see. I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking up. So the website to get those off of there, it's a like the original website is the circlemusic.gr. It's like a Greek label
website. Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe that the third one is Enter the Realm. Yeah, it's Enter the Realm. So I actually just for my birthday, they haven't come yet, but I got the Ancient Curion one, and I got I got both copies, and I got Enter the Realm, and I've got both copies of that coming as well. And I got a couple of the new T-shirts off of the Iced Earth merch site. I still have like 3 more I need to get, but I got most of the new ones. And I'm checking out now the Amazon Iced Earth vinyl. You just look up Iced Earth vinyl. Yeah, it looks like Tribute to the Gods is open for pre-order and will be released on March 14th.
Yeah. And they're also doing, I noticed on here, there's a Plagues of Dystopia EP. It's a picture disc coming out for pre-order too. That's March 31st.
Really? I have that one too. I ordered that. I have 3 copies of that actually. I ordered those from European sites, so I don't think I'll be getting them on Amazon, but I'll definitely pick them up. And
This one,
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. This one is side A. It's a Plagues of Babylon, a narrative soundscape, Democide, a noun soundscape, and then side 2 is B, live at Bang Your Head Festival.
Yep, I have that. Let me go grab it. Actually, I'll grab it really quick.
Okay, cool.
Show it off.
And also too, Bang Your Head is being re-released again, but on a blue vinyl on Amazon.
Yeah. Get one of every color. Help them out.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wind up at least trying to get those 2 anyway. Eventually here soon.
Since January 6th, I've got more Ice Stir stuff than I know what to do with. I got pretty much every T-shirt, every re-release. I just my shelves are full.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, good music is good music.
Yep. Despite what anybody has to say, whether, like I tell people, whether you like John or not, he's made some great music.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh
yeah, John is who he is, and he writes, killer riffs, killer lyrics. Say what you want. When a musician's good, he's good.
Yep.
Or she.
Yep. So if you could pick a lead singer for Ice Earth, who would you pick?
Oh, what a question! What a question. Now, would it have to be someone he's worked with or somebody new?
Somebody new. Let's just say somebody new.
Oh, somebody new? Okay. I think Lance King would be great.
Okay.
He was the singer for Pyramaze, the first 2 albums before Matt. And he's done other things like Balance of Power.
Matt?
No, Lance King.
Oh, okay. Nice.
The topic is if I could pick a new lead singer for Ice Earth, who would I pick?
Nice.
Lance King. Maybe Roy Khan.
From Camelot?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the thing with that, right? Now, I haven't heard anything he done outside of Camelot, but for his time he was in Camelot, I just don't know that he would fit Ice Earth. That doesn't mean that he couldn't do the job. It's just Camelot was a little bit different. It was more symphonic than, Ice Earth. But he's still a hell of a singer. I'm not taking nothing away from him.
It'll be an interesting.
How about that choice. Guy that sings with Queensryche? The new
Todd LaTorre.
Todd LaTorre would be great.
Or the guy from I can't know why I keep forgetting his name, but the guy from Death Dealer.
Oh yeah, Sean Peck. Yeah. He's been asking for the job. So.
Hey, John already give it to him if he wants it that bad. You know what I'm saying?
So there's the Plagues of Dystopia vinyl.
Nice.
And
yep.
Yeah, I bought it off a European website. Then I bought it off of Iced Earth merch website, and then I found it in a record store. So I got this 3 times. I gifted 2 of them. And then Bang Your Head, you said they're releasing it on blue vinyl on Amazon?
Yeah.
Well.
Nice.
I got it. And then
Return of the Cat.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's what I think, unless they're releasing a different version of it, but it comes with the 2 blue vinyls, and then it has an insert.
Yeah.
And then it has, like let's see. Is it 3 vinyls? Is it 2 or 3? I always forget.
Well, here's the question I have to ask. Was the vinyl originally released over here? I know the CD was.
Ordered them.
I know. I can't. I think that Jon had these on his website, from what I remember. I think I ordered all of them from the Iced Earth merch site.
Yeah, I think it was.
No, I think I ordered the Bang Your Head CD off of Amazon.
They have them on Amazon, but like anybody that wants to directly support Jon should go directly to the Iced Earth merch site. So there's the blue.
Yeah.
And then if anybody else, but I think I got all of these off the Iced Earth merch site. I don't know if they have more or what the situation is, but they had the green vinyl too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, that really fits that because of the color of the album and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And then
I've never been a big fan of green, but when they do it like that and they really make it really cool looking, it makes for a kick-ass vinyl.
And then of course I got it in just regular black vinyl too. So.
Yeah.
I got it on black vinyl because Jon recommends. I heard him on Podcast and Stone recommending not getting picture discs and not getting colored vinyl.
The sound quality's never as good.
Yeah, he's like get the straight up regular version. So
the picture discs are great, but they're more like a collectible item.
They sure are.
Rather than if you want to listen to them, you can, but if you want good sound quality, can't go wrong with the regular black one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just part of how it is.
Yeah.
So, sorry, as soon as you're like merchandise, I'm like, I have some of this stuff.
Yeah. And I do know that the Ancient Curion, it's the I think it's the gold vinyl that was on the other website too. I'm not sure if it's the actual triple fold or not, but I know it's the triple vinyl or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's like that. What is it? It's like that up and down. I can't. I think that. So, yeah. Fold. This is something else.
Centerfold.
It's like a trifold or something.
Trifold, maybe. Yeah, I forget what the heck the name, it's called, but yeah. But hopefully he does more than just release some of the old stuff, but I'm happy with the old stuff too because they keep coming out with like decent packages for things and everything. Yeah. So
well, if Jon really wanted to test the waters, you know what he could do? He could do a re-record and see how that would, because he had talked about doing those right before all this January 6th stuff happened, and he had talked about, they were talking about the first album they were thinking about doing was Night of the Storm Rider. So who knows?
I think he would fare really well with a female vocalist too. There was one guy in the community that made a good point to me about my Iced Earth tribute band. I was like talking to him about it, and I was like, nobody bothers me at all. And people are actually praising the Iced Earth tribute band. He goes, they're not going to do that because then if they do, they're going to start bordering being sexist. And they're not going to do that in this, in this type of world today. So he's like, you're going to be fine. So, I mean, that would be a cool, completely big surprise if Jon went with a female vocalist.
Yeah.
Maybe a female vocalist, maybe not like an opera, not like an operatic one, like not like the woman from Nightwish or something, but maybe somebody that's more able to do the man parts,
Yeah. You
who
know,
could be a strong
even though
presence.
I tell you, he need to get somebody like Lizzie Hale.
Yeah, somebody like that, exactly. That would be really good. Maybe not her in particular, but maybe somebody that
Yeah,
can sing with that type of vocal style, because he needs somebody who can be strong up there, you know.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I pointed this out. Speaking of her, right? I pointed this out here a while back. I did this on a I think it was either I was hanging out with my friends or I was doing a live stream or something. Do you realize just how much she resembles Joan Jett? If you put a picture
Yeah,
of Joan Jett when she was young and you put her right beside each other, you'd swear up and down they were twins.
That's interesting.
yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of see what you're saying.
And if you think about it, she sounds a lot like Joan Jett because
She
when she did
does,
that cover of I Hate Myself for Loving You, I've never seen anybody do a cover that sounded like all the original, like almost like word for word. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
for sure.
so I was sitting there thinking like, wow. How do you? That is weird. How they look so much alike and not even be related to each other.
It's uncanny. It's wild.
Yeah,
It really is. I know what you're talking about. I've seen Hailstorm live a couple of times. They were
yeah.
really actually pretty good.
Yeah, they do a good show.
Yeah. I saw them the first time I saw them was when they were opening up for um Heaven and Hell. It was Ronnie James
Okay.
Dio's last show ever. You were there.
That's where we met.
That's where we met. And
Mm.
yeah, it was really good. It was a really cool show.
Mm.
But I'd never heard of them before, so
Yeah.
at the time. What was that, like
9,
2009?
2009.
Wow,
Leo's last
Yeah.
show.
so long ago. More than
Awesome.
10 years. But in any case, we have a lot of cool new releases, I guess, to look forward to on Amazon if people do want to order on Amazon
Yeah.
with Iced Earth, and hopefully, fingers crossed that we get some cool stuff from Jon.
Yeah.
At
He
least,
did say stay tuned. So
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, he did say stay tuned.
yeah.
We've been all patiently waiting. Some people are being a little more demanding than others.
yeah. Well, yeah. You just got to be patient. It's I understand the situation he's going through.
Yeah, it's not like he can just grab a
Mm.
guitar and just jump right back into the studio.
Sure.
There's,
Yeah.
and people have to realize,
Well,
he had a health scare at a point. So we
yeah,
don't know
he
how
did.
serious that was.
Yeah, we really don't know. But with that point being made, I think he can just grab a guitar and get back into the studio since the studio is in his house.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
well, in that case, I stand corrected.
so I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah.
But that was a great conversation. I'm glad we had it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Well, we'll end this here, and I want to say thanks, Dave, for coming on.
no problem. Glad to be here.
Anytime.
Awesome, and you're welcome to come anytime you want. Join the conversation and be awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. You're great.
I try.
All right, guys, have a great one.
Yep. Y'all have a good night.